summary judgment. Yeah, let me do. I said, what doc folder did I put in it? I got it. Letter O. Okay. So, let's see what I do. Judgments, all right. Let me try to do a nice short one. This is a nice short one. Here you go. And there's a notice of judgment. The guy wants a summary judgment. So I, a man, declare, a man, Maryland, claims to be counsel for Alabama Department of Human Resources, hereafter DHR, and he requests to dismiss my case. Secondly, the answers and arguments, opinions from your counsel, while enlightening, court cannot take notice of, but they are his opinions and are not sufficient for purposes of granting a motion to dismiss nor entitled to judgment as a matter of law. Thirdly, note well, the granting of a motion or summary judgment is not favorable, for the requirement of an open court full trial is necessary and proper. For said trial settings gives the triers of fact the opportunity to observe the parties and their evidence while under oath or affirmation. The last thing is fourthly, I say here and will verify in open court will hear it be true. But what I really did like was my order. And I was like, wait a second. I noticed something on my order. When you want to pay the court clerk, she puts a little brief description of the order. And I said, she said in regard to, most times they just say order. They just say order by Karl Lentz, June 27, 2013. But what she did is she stylized it as Karl Lentz, document 17, notice, she stylized it as document 17, order, regards 7. So it's like, what regards 7? What does regards 7 mean? And I was like, oh, she probably means document 7. I was like, what the hell is document 7? And document 7 was DHL's answer. So it's like, oh, wow, they actually read my order, and they said what the order refers to, which it does. It refers to document 7, which is the DHL's 12B6. So it's like, oh my God, they're actually reading my stuff and not just scanning it and dropping it on paste. I thought they were just honestly, I just thought they were scanning it, dropping it. Nobody gave a damn. It's like, who gives a damn what the hell this crazy guy's writing? Just scan it and drop it. But they actually put a little description of it. So if you go on PACE's website, you see that it says order REG 7. It's like, what's this RE7? What's RE7 mean? You know, I don't know. It's just like, oh, they're talking about my order is regarding document 7. So I said, this is a simple order I made. Order, Department of Human Resources, hereinafter DHR answers. Next statement. DHR admits to the wrong, 12B6, but believes there are loopholes, technicalities on which DHR hopes to avoid paying compensation for the wrong. And I wrote avoid, not how you folks do it. It's A, it's a full corner bracket around the A, and void. So what it's basically saying is DHR hopes to void paying. But we, in tape language that we learned in school, means avoid. It's not a void, it's void. It's void, it's not devoid. But I put the full corner bracket on letter A. You've seen that on paperwork. It's void. They hope to avoid paying. That's what they do, not devoid. But I had to break it down so normal people like you folks can understand what the hell I'm doing. That's why I'm writing this stuff for, so you guys can follow along. I'm writing it in a little simpler way that everybody can understand, not just judges. And the next statement, henceforth, the only duties of the referral or presider, the magistrate, are 1. To act as an impartial third-party witness, independent of the tribunal. 2. To maintain court decorum during the trial by jury. 3. To bear witness for the court clerk of the verdict of the jury. Next statement. I claim it is necessary and proper. See, and that's my trump card. When man claims something's necessary and proper, nothing is out trump. Necessary and proper. Because if you ever wonder why the federal government can do whatever they want to us at any time, no matter what the Constitution says, I think it's Clause 18 in Article 1. Clause 18 or Section 1, Clause 18. Just do like Clause 18, necessary and proper clause of the U.S. Constitution. That's where they believe they get all their power. Power means to control others. Is based on Clause 18, necessary and proper. They don't have to explain what they're doing. They just do it because they say it's necessary and proper. That's a fancy, legal, lawful word that's been around for hundreds of years. It's necessary and proper. So that's why, what's his name? Who's that guy who said, give me liberty or give me death? That's why he walked out of the Constitutional Convention. That's why half of them walked out. The Constitution should have a lot more signatories on that document. He walked out. He says, I ain't signing this. He says, I see that necessary proper nonsense. He's like, oh no. He says, that allows like sea captains to eat crew members. If they're running out of food, they can practice cannibalism because the Admiralty ruled that it was necessary and proper to bring back the Crown's property, to bring back the British East India Tea Company's shit, that he had to start eating crew members. Like, oh, no. Well, he said, we're not playing this necessary and proper nonsense. They said, you're going to take it out. And they said, no, we're leaving it in. So Patrick Henry and half the delegation left. They said, this is going to allow the federal government total control over everybody in the future. They said, we see exactly where you're going with this. And that's why, like I said, that Benjamin Franklin guy said that. It's like, well, it's a republic. Let's see how long you can keep it. Because he didn't say, look at Clause 18. The government's going to grow, and they're going to run over you like a steamroller. If you don't understand what Clause 18 does to you people, you're going to lose whatever freedom you think you had because of Clause 18. It's one of the last clauses. I don't know if there's another clause under 18. Just basically says any government or agent of the government or any department of the government which believes it is necessary and proper to maintain the proper function of the government, has the right to do whatever they deem is necessary and proper. And deem is an incredibly evil word. And necessary and proper is a total 100 power tripping word. If you believe it's necessary and proper, you don't explain nothing to nobody. So that's what that little nonsense. That's why I put necessary and proper, and I italicized and I bolded because I know these judges. I guarantee they enjoy reading about the Constitution, Patrick Henry, and everything else like you guys do, but you guys might not get that deep into it. These guys, this is all they do, 24 hours and 7 days a week. You guys have normal jobs. Judges, they just take this kind of stuff. So that's why I put it in there. They know that's the clause that Hillary Clinton and everybody else can just run gunshot and overrun Reagan over everybody. So, last statement, let me finish that up. I claim it is necessary and proper for my case to stay its course, to maintain its course. I should have said, stay is good. No, stay is good. I like stay. And a common law thing, stay is better than maintain. To stay its course. 1, for I to present my case in a public venue by way of a trial by jury. The public at large, this is for one bracket. The public at large needs to be made aware of the wrongdoers among them. 2, it is necessary and proper for my case to stay its course. 4, DHR to have due process before a trial by jury. For the DHR to testify in open court under oath of affirmation in order for DHR to present the merits of its loopholes before a trial by jury. And 3, it is necessary for my case to stay the course until DHR tenders compensation for damages. So that was my order. So somebody obviously read it, and it said Karl gives an order regarding document 7. Somebody's paying attention. Somebody actually scrolled through, because this was document 17, somebody actually scrolled back 10 documents and actually read what is called placing an order for. So they're taking this serious. I was it clicked on me. I mean, I see the paperwork filed on the 27th. That was only, 2 days ago. Okay, so it really didn't take me long to realize. I was thinking about it yesterday. It's like, my God. They placed my order, and they know what the order's regards to. It's like, oh my God, they're getting it. They're following along with me. And like I said, what's amazing with if you know how the court works nowadays, everything is electronic filing, and they kept asking if I want electronic filing. I don't want electronic filing. I want the hard copy because I don't control the electronic filing system. So they could just say all of my whole case just got disappeared. We had a computer virus. All those darned old North Koreans, how those guys are always messing with us, all those, the guys who can't even afford to keep the light bulbs and the candles burning. Oh, how they're always messing with us. Oh, they attacked Pacer, and Pacer's out of Canada, so I guess if you want to sue Pacer for not having good virus, malware on their servers, I said, well, I guess you can sue them. I was like, along with 5 billion other people who's lost their stuff on Pacer, I was like, no way, I want a hard copy. And that's what I told clerks all the time. I want a timestamp, I want a hard copy. That way I keep it in my record. You people can do whatever you want with your filing system. So you can make the magic happen and delete my folder. You can just hit the delete key and all my whole case just disappears forever. So I'm not playing this game with you people. I said it's going to stay in hard copy for all times. And I'm going to mass email as well.